Welcome to the channel again, everyone. We have a order directly from Tarmac Works. I ordered the membership card, membership 2021 membership car set. It's a Hiace drift car. So I figured we'd open up this box that came in the mail just to see if these guys are shipping things properly. One would assume that they know how to ship stuff. So we got a bunch of bubble wrap there. So that's the drift car that's supposed to be in here. I was watching Scale Enthusiasm's channel, and he got this thing a while back. So just held off a little bit, but it's still available. And I finally caved in and got it. So let's see here. So yeah, there's no shifting of contents with all this bubble wrap. That's a Nissan Silvia video that's going to come later. And so today we're going to take a look at this one. I got a new knife here from AliExpress. Really short blade I like because it doesn't cut inside the contents, you know, just enough to cut through the tape. So should I cut that? No. Reason being, it's not tape, it's just a graphic of tape. So it's interesting, this packaging. It looks like a cardboard box, but it's like a magnetic display something. Tells you what the thing is on the bottom. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, so it's magnetic there. There's the little membership license plate. That's like a piece of stamped aluminum. Seems like the number 2 has a scratch on it. It's too bad. And so now we have the typical packaging of the, crystal box. So we gotta get rid of this wrapper here. And then on the back it tells you what the vehicle is again. So let's get this off. You might ask, where is the noise? This is actually a voiceover. I had a problem with my microphone, so I'm just trying to repeat everything I said. That's like a graphic of a garage door, I think. Or I'm not really sure what it is, but I have the impression it's like a garage door. Okay, so typical stuff there. The cover isn't very loose. There's some friction tabs here on the corners. So I'm gonna open it up lengthwise. Alright. So there's no like tow hooks or antennae. I could take it off the base, but I don't really want to get my fingerprints all over it, so I'm not gonna bother. Just gonna leave it on the base here for this review. Alright. So now you'll see there's a giant scratch in the base. It's not cool. It's quite unsightly. So I guess I'm complaining now. If this is something for a membership thing, you're trying to get people to really like your brand, this is not the way to impress people by having that. There's only like 2,000 of these pieces. I don't think this should have ever left the factory. This should have been taken off and put on a different base, right? That's not a good first impression to have that. So it's really unfortunate. Oh well, what can you do? I'm not going to buy another one. But it does seem to have a texture to it, and ignoring that scratch, it's actually a nice base. You know, it looks like tiled floors or something, and so that might explain why the cardboard box looked like a garage or something like that. Alright, so comparing to these photos here, you will notice the front bumper in that photograph is like a, trapezoid, the lower intercooler. But look at the casting. It is not the same. Both of those photographs have the same aftermarket front bumper, but Tarmac, I guess, I've seen this before actually with the Supra, Blitz Supra. They're taking a normal body casting and they're putting on a different livery. So this one, the taillights do seem to be black and silver, so that's good. And then, yeah, just another side view here. It's got some white wheels on it. Yeah. Okay. Well, so, yeah, the whole front bumper thing's a little bit of annoying. but I can understand they're trying to spread the cost of this mold, whatever it is, and so it's probably more normal, this casting, to fit other molds. It's not a standard Hiace though, because it has these wide body fenders on it, right? So I'm not sure what wide body kit this is, but it's definitely not the same one as the real drift van, right? Like in those photographs. So that is not cool, right? The intercooler is a pretty big feature on that thing, but it's not on the Tarmac Works. So yeah, just another letdown it seems. Alright, let's look into this thing now. Okay, looking at the graphics here, they're running decals. You can see like some of the wrinkliness in some of the decals. Even the black on the fender flare is a decal because it's got some sort of wrinkliness to it. So long term, that could be a problem. They might crack off. They might just crack. That's what I'm afraid of. I will say the wheels look nice though. There's some lug nut details and a center cap detail. The rim is chromed and the center is white. Now the door handles, there's a finger recesses there, and so that's pretty good. I think that's the fuel filler there. Yeah, you can see, the wrinkliness and also the air pocket there. Alright. Yeah, so air pocket, not very nice. Yeah. Alright. That's solid right there. But yeah, you'll see the decal literally just going over the gap between the casting and the clear window. So big air pockets there. And so another big oversight here in the rear is the lack of a Toyota badge. It's just a recess, but no Toyota badge was added after. So that's pretty lazy, I think, especially for a special edition model. This model costs twice as much as a hobby grade Tarmac Works. So if it costs 2 times as much, most of it was that packaging, and then, I don't know, I just feel kind of cheated. So now this decal again, the whole back end is a decal, this whole silver thing. Um, it's not painted silver. See that crease of the decal? And then you can see some red shining through there because the decal didn't cover all of it. So it's kind of weak, very weak. Exhaust tips are pretty nice though. Hollow openings there, black. Yeah, just a depression there for the Toyota badge. They should have added like a photo etched piece of metal Toyota badge there. I do like the license plate. It's probably accurate to the real thing. What's weird is the window, the back window, the graphics are tampo printed. They're not decals. Same with this wing. That SX there is a tampo print. You don't see any of the wrinkliness between the letters. So, pretty nice wing. Okay. It's like a diffuser hanging off the back. Yeah. I don't know what this Essex or Bride... Well, Bride is a seat company. I don't know what Essex is, but the lettering here is extremely shiny. It's like a foil chrome sticker or something. I don't know if it's on top of the decal. I suspect it is. And if it is, why wouldn't they do that for the Toyota badge in the rear? It's strange. Yeah. They're separate stickers because now I look at the Bride, those letters aren't lined up perfectly. But you'll see more air pockets here for the decal. Tampo printing on that side window. Decal. Separate mirrors, some reflective stickers there in the mirrors, so that's pretty nice. Okay, so these lights are really nice, of course, clear lenses, and then you can see some black and silver and some light bulb detail behind there. The grills are casted into the metal, it looks like, but they're pretty nice and they're painted black, so pretty good job on the grills, I think, even though it doesn't match the actual real car. There's a little diffuser in the front, or like a chin spoiler. So this is a decal again, all these graphics now. Wiper blades are casted in, it looks like, painted black. And then, so the blackout and the banner here are tampo printed again. Nice that there's a separate metal license plate on the dashboard, so that's pretty cool. You can see now there's a black seat belts on a red racing seats. Alright, let's see more of the interior here. There's a really tall e-brake lever there for drifting. So that's not a standard brake lever. And then that white knob is the transmission shifter on the dashboard itself. The glove box, you can see 3 gauges there. So that's pretty neat. Looks like a decal. I think you can see some instruments there on the far side inside the instrument binnacle. So that's pretty nice. Nice detail there. Then the white, oh, there's actually a silver for the gas pedal and well, there's only 2 pedals down there. That's kind of weird. And then there's a rear view mirror with either a reflective sticker or maybe it's just painted silver, but it's nice. Now you can see a cross roll cage back here. Yeah, roll cage going all the way back and then tapering down to the back there. You can see the ribbing of the internal sheet metal stampings. And then there you have another piece of silver plate with some rivet marks. The door is pretty plain. Yeah. Okay. So you can see the ribbing on the floor pan. And there's a fire extinguisher there. I think it's stuck to the stamping of the engine cover there. The engine, I think, is underneath that panel there. I could be wrong. Maybe that's where the transmission is. It just might be a giant cross brace. So you can see there's some recesses for the straps to go through, and it says Bride on the back of the seat. And it's on the front of the seat as well, at the very top. So nice seat details. Some ribbing on the roof. And then let's see about the instrument cluster on this side. Yeah. Nice decal. Steering wheel looks okay. Steering column seems okay. It's a really nice interior. Even though it's a gutted interior, it's a lot nicer than I thought it would be. Alright. Yeah, that whole front end just lets me down. The lack of intercooler is just the wrong bumper. So that's a real shame. And then that's really unacceptable. You know, for such an expensive model. QC2, I think that's the same QC person that messed up a few of the other Tarmac works I have. That person should be fired. They are not doing a good job there. Or maybe they're all QC2. It's just some fake thing saying there's quality control, because clearly there's no quality control if you're passing that across on a special limited edition membership model, right? I mean, do I sound too critical? I don't know. Look up the price of this thing on Tarmac's website and ask yourself, is that a good deal when it costs 2 times more than usual? I don't think so. Alright, well, let's get this thing spinning here. So that's a TLV Hiace I just put down, but obviously it's an older generation. Nice colorful interior on that TLV. Some shortcomings though would be not just printed on wiper blades, no black in the grill, no air passing between the wheels. So that's some of the problems with TLV. They're like stuck 10 years ago and not keeping up with the modern brands. This is a Hobby Japan Toyota Alphard, and I put some alloy wheels on it, those Hot Wheels aftermarket rims. And yeah, that's a great model. I think I may have repainted the interior of that one. I added some tan detail to it. So just plain black interiors don't do it for me. It's hard to see what's happening. So it's nice that thing has a screwed together base, so you can repaint them. The TLVs don't have screwed together bases, so I don't like that about that brand either. Alright. more room here. I think I have another van coming up. Yeah, it's my standard van by Greenlight. That is the GMC Vandura, and that is from the A-Team TV show. So I used to watch that show a lot as a kid, so I love that van. And for the cost of a Greenlight, it's really a fantastic model. The wheels are nicely molded. There's a lot of extra parts. Sure, the fit and finish on some of those lights up there aren't so great, but Greenlights are a fraction of the cost of any of these other three. So you can get like 4 to 10 Greenlights for some of these other ones. All right, so it's a fantastic deal. Alright, so that's my little van collection for today. So a top view for you guys. So the Hiaces have definitely grown. The latest Hiaces are huge vans. Like they're approaching like Mercedes Sprinters. Okay, well, you've heard me complain quite a bit on this one, and because the price, the more expensive it is, the more critical I am. It's going to bother people that this doesn't look like the photographs. The whole front bumper is wrong. But for me, I'm more annoyed with the decals. It's just laziness. Hot Wheels tampo prints things, and Hot Wheels cost $1. So you could print 50 Hot Wheels graphics for the cost of this thing, right? It's something it's just not right. This should be tampo printed silver. And what's weird is a lot of the windows have tampo printing on them. The wing has tampo printing on it. So why couldn't they tampo print everything? Strange. Okay, well, still, I think this is probably the coolest Toyota Hiace I have in my collection, because just look at the photograph behind there. You have a van drifting. I think it would actually be cool if the thing actually had all the seats in it, and you could drift with like 8 or 10 other people in the back of the thing. That'd be something I'd be willing to pay for. I'm not going to drift my own car. I'll wreck it. I'll wrap it around a telephone pole. But I would pay for someone to drift me around a track. So if anyone has a van and is skilled enough, there's a new business idea. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next Tarmac Works video. Cheerio. Bye now.